The students in this special education class are reading Night of the Twisters. As a pre-reading activity, the students skim the pictures to guess the content of the story.
What do we usually do before we make our web? What do we do with... Okay, we do talk about some things, but what do we do with the story?
Plan it.
We do plan it.
Look through it.
Go ahead, Daphne.
Look through the pictures.
Look through the...
Story.
And look at the what?
Pictures.
To get some...
ID.
Good. So we look through the story, at some of the pictures, to get some ideas of what the story may be about. Very good. What can you tell from the cover of this, just the little picture?
It would be like tornadoes and stuff.
Raise your hands. Terrence?
Be about tornadoes happening and stuff.
Okay, tornadoes happening. What else can you tell from the people in that picture? Daphne?
They're trying to find somewhere to go.
They might be trying to find somewhere to go. Bernard?
The scared could be coming to us.
They do look scared if you look at their faces, like it might be coming towards them. Eric, what else do you notice about that particular picture there? Anything you can think of to add to that? Maybe out in the next page when we get there. Travis, anything?
There's something to turn it and mess that out, knock that out.
Okay, they might be worried that the tornado is going to knock down the house. Good. All right, go ahead to the next page. The activity is a language arts and technology activity, which is geared towards 5th and 6th grade special education students. And we basically did some pre-reading skills using the computer webbing software called Inspiration. And then we listened to the story on a cassette tape, which is part of our reading series. We use the Treasury of Literature series. And then we had gone back to the computer to use Microsoft Word to create a paragraph as a group. With my students, sometimes it takes them forever to write one paragraph on their own because they have such a hard time with writing. So that's why I chose to have them do the group work today. And then we will actually continue this activity later this week, where they're going to be doing some internet research about tornadoes and tornado safety.
The students use Inspiration software to make a concept web about tornado safety and what might occur in the story.
The main idea that we're going to create our web about is, can anyone think about what we might create our web about, Travis?
Tornadoes.
Tornado what?
Safety.
Tornado safety. Good. All right, so we're going to go to tornado safety. And how about we change this to a cloud? Can anyone think of anything they might do during a tornado? Travis.
Go downstairs, go to the basement.
Okay, you might go to your basement. Let me move this here. Go to the basement. Whoop. Daphne?
Go in a ditch and lay flat down.
Say that one more time.
Go in a ditch and lay flat down.
Okay, go in a ditch and lay down. Would you go in a ditch, Daphne, and lay down if you were inside somewhere and there was a basement?
Huh?
Would you go lay in a ditch somewhere if you were in a house and there was a basement?
Nope.
No, probably not. But that's a good one if you're outside stuck somewhere. Terrence? See if we can find maybe a couple pictures to add to this. Let's see with Call Your Mom. Any suggestions where we might find something that we would put for Call Your Mom? We've got people or...
Like little kids try to find their mom because their mom's somewhere and they want to see what she see.
Okay, let's go to people and see if we can find maybe a woman to just put as a picture of your mom. Anyone see one that they'd like to use?
Go back up.
Okay. Whoops. That's not where I wanted that, though. There we go. Slide that one over there.
The students listen to the story from an audio tape. Periodically, the teacher stops the tape so students can discuss the characters and events of the story.
Okay, let me just pause that for a second. What do you call that part that was just read?
Introduction.
All right, it is an introduction, and it also tells you the what of the story, one of the story elements.
Plot.
Not the plot. No.
Character.
The time and the place, which is also called the
Place.
setting. Very good. It tells you the setting. All right, tornado watch and tornado warning. What's the difference, Bernard?
Tornado warning means that they have spotted it. And tornado watch means that they think it's coming, but they do not exactly know.
Okay, it's good. A tornado watch means that the conditions are right for it to happen. The warning means it has been spotted somewhere close by. That's a good thing to make sure you know, because if you're watching the TV and it says there's a tornado watch, you know you should be looking out for it and be ready. But if there's a warning, you know that you should probably be trying to find some place to go in case it does come, because they have seen one already. Okay, very good. What problems did Dan face in the story?
He had to they checked that Isla boy because he's about to run out. And he told me about that.
All right, he had to talk Arthur into staying because Arthur wanted to leave. How about you, Travis?
Same thing.
Same thing? What else did he have to do? What else did he have to worry about?
She's staying alive.
Staying alive is one, Daphne.
Arthur, he was trying to go home because he said his parents never go in the basement.
Okay, Arthur wanted to go home because he said his parents never went in the basement. He also had to worry about that his parents weren't there either, right?
And his little brother.
Right, and we had said his little brother too. Good.
The students compare the events in the story with the concept web they made.
All right, tornado safety, go to the basement. Did they go to the basement? Yes, they did. Good. Did they go in a ditch and lay down? Why didn't they do that, Eric? Eric.
They wasn't outside nowhere.
Right, they weren't outside. They were already inside and had a place to go, so they did not need to do that. But if you are outside somewhere, that's a good thing to do. Flashlight and a blanket?
Yes.
Yes, they did that. Go get a blanket and hide under a bed. Did they hide under the bed? No, they didn't.
He in the bath.
They hid in the bathroom. Good. Go get a blanket and go in the bathroom and lay down.
Yes.
They did that.
The teacher then asks the students to work together to type a paragraph describing what they learned about tornado safety. The students also edit their writing and add a clip art image to the document.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to the computer, and I'm going to pull up Microsoft Word, and I'm going to ask you all to type at least one sentence, and you're going to type it, not me. I'll help you spell things if you get stuck on the spelling. But we're just going to put our sentences together to try to make 2 paragraphs about what you would do if you were in a tornado. What if you couldn't hide in the bathroom and you were inside? Let's continue with the thoughts that we have. We already spaced that. Where would you go?
If I could not go to the bathroom, I would go to the closet.
Okay, if I could not go to the bathroom, I would go to the closet. Sentences start with A. Travis, sentences start with A. Good. If who were? If I were. Bernard, do you agree with what we have so far?
Yes.
Let me ask you about that first sentence again. If I was outside in a tornado, I will run into a ditch? Or would you say I
would.
I would. We'll fix that in a minute. Terrence, you know how to add a picture, right? You want to show us how to add a picture? Go ahead over here. Where do you go?
Format.
No, insert.
Insert. Go down the picture.
Picture.
And go to clip art.
Clip art. Good.
And you just go to which one
Pick
you
any
want.
one you want.
Now, where might we want to look?
The
Put your name.
Where might we want to look, though?
Put your name.
weather.
what we might want to look in weather. So go down and check out, see if there's a weather. There's seasons, but keep going down to see if there's weather. There you go. See the anything in there?
Yes, that wind blowing.
If you yeah, there you go. Pull down on that a little bit. There's snow.
Tornado.
I don't know if there is a tornado. Oh,
There go one.
I see one.
Go up. Right there. No, right there.
Got it? And then what do you do with it after that?
Insert.
Go to insert. Good.
After the teacher demonstrates how to create a tornado using 2-liter bottles, water, and food coloring, she gives the students the opportunity to experiment with making tornadoes.
You can buy them already made, but I just thought it was kind of fun to make your own. And I wanted to show you. The Weather Channel
It's bad.
sells them in a, you just turn your wrist in it.
It look better if it was black.
So we didn't actually have to take any water out. And the more we did it, it
It
worked.
be fun about 2 days.
That started right here.
I know it did.
Need some sugar. Yeah, Kool-Aid.
Well, we tried to put a penny in it to see if the penny would spin around with it,
How about that?
but it plugs up the hole.
Dime is like twice.
But the hole is very tiny, so.
You better hope that junk don't bend, because it might
Take a fall.
that junk going near.
There you go.
Soaking wet. I hope
Right,
that's
you know, turd.
That's good.
moving off slow.
Later in the week, the students will be completing a tornado safety research assignment using the internet. The teacher and students brainstorm possible phrases or keywords which will aid them in their research.
What are some things that we might be looking for? Let me see if I can turn this.
Watches, warning.
Okay, we might type in, let's go one at a time, please. Travis, we might type in watches and warnings.
Watching the news.
Watches and warnings. What else might we type in, Eric?
Watching the news.
Would we type in watching the news, though? I want to know if we went to the internet to search about tornadoes, what would we type in?
Oh,
Hold on.
Good to me.
Name of tornado.
It's Eric's turn right now.
Floyd.
You want us to come back to you?
Looking out for it.
Okay, which would be a watch or a warning? But are you saying like how to watch for one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's say weather conditions. Okay, we might look for weather conditions.